Check, check. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2.
How do I sound? Testing 1, 2, 3. Sound good?
Just testing the audio here. Good evening and welcome to the Skaneateles YMCA. Tonight, it is the home opener for Skaneateles girls hockey as they take on the Ithaca Bears here inside W.G. Allen Ice Arena. Hello and welcome to the Y in Skaneateles. Eric Moon and Jesse Cook here with you tonight. Home opener for the Lakers. They got the win earlier within the last week against Oswego to get their season off to a good start. What are you looking for out of Skaneateles tonight to improve to 2-0?
Well, Skaneateles has a unique opportunity. They're playing an Ithaca team that hasn't had a whole lot of experience even practicing this season. And I was watching in warm-ups. Ithaca, their players are having a little trouble handling the puck. So Skaneateles, they're going to want to capitalize on that. They're going to want to be definitely aggressive on offense. But defense, play the point. Get up there. Make them make difficult shots. And that's going to turn out as a positive with Skaneateles. It's going to be a real test for Ithaca, too. Shelby Howell's in net. She'll be playing a team that's already gotten off to a good start, as you said. And she's playing with a defense that hasn't had an opportunity to get started.
Last Friday night for Skaneateles, they picked up a 5-0 win against the Oswego Buccaneers. 5 different players scored a goal, including Scout Audemul, Adriana Barbudo, Rachel and Rebecca Kane, and Lizzie Satcher. On the other side for Ithaca, this is their first game of the season tonight. They haven't played in more than a year at this point. What are you looking for them at the start of this game to really get their legs into the game tonight?
Well, they need to be able to control the puck. I was talking about Skaneateles and how they need to be aggressive on them, but with Ithaca, if they can just control the puck in the offensive zone, spend a little more time on offense. I'm not saying take more shots. I'm saying have the puck for longer periods of time, get your players settled in. Then you've got a better shot at scoring some goals, at setting up some good opportunities.
These two teams met 3 times a year ago. Skaneateles won 2 of those 3 meetings, and the two teams tied in the other meeting back on December 20th of 2019. An interesting note tonight, of course, Ithaca scored 3 goals in that season series. Skaneateles scored 5. Only one player who had a point for Ithaca against the Lakers last year is returning, and that is Kayla Swartwood.
Well, she could be a huge fire starter against this team because we already know she knows how to get it done, and that influence has to rub off on someone.
And plenty of Lakers who are back on this team this year picked up some points against Ithaca a year ago. Warm-ups have concluded here inside W.G. Allen Ice Arena. We'll step aside for just a moment before the puck drops here in Skaneateles.
Senior number 8, Tess Training. Senior number 21, Lily Joseph. Senior number 22, Leah Henseler. Sophomore number 24, Kinsley Jacobs. And in goal, 8th grader number 30, Shelby
Now it's time to play some hockey inside WG Allen Ice Arena. Eric Moon and Jesse Cook with you once again. Ithaca Little Red and Skaneateles Lakers tonight. Home opener for the Lakers here in Skaneateles after picking up the 5-0 win on Friday night against Oswego out in Oswego. And they'll play them again coming up on March 1st, just 5 days from now. Ithaca with Clinton on their schedule ahead coming up next Tuesday after this one. Tonight, the season opener for the Little Red, for the Lakers, their second game of the year, and of course, the home opener tonight. Starting goaltenders tonight, first we'll start on the Little Red side of things. 8th grader Shelby Howells with her first start at the high school level tonight. And on the other end for the Skaneateles Lakers, she has made a few starts before, including a win against Ithaca last year back on January 16th. That is sophomore Isabella Wells in between the pipes for the Lakers tonight. Campbell Torrey for Skaneateles. And Lily Joseph for Ithaca get us underway at center ice. We're off and running in the first period, and quickly into the zone is Rebecca Kane. Into the right side corner. Kane stick handling the puck around the defender, Tess Crane. Now back up top. Here's Lily Marquardt with a shot that is blocked down by Joseph. Joseph with the cross ice feed that's on the tape of Kinsley Jacobs, and she takes a big check and goes down. Lakers with possession. Sent around the nets. Out of the reach of Marquardt. Now is chipped out and ahead. And taking it up is Rachel Kane. Up ahead for her sister Rebecca. Rebecca in the corner throws it on net, and it's in! Rebecca Kane with a shot on goal. Howells tried to stick it away, and it goes off her paddle and into the back of the net. And just 40 seconds in, the Lakers have a 1-0 lead.
Well, that wasn't the way we expected to get our first goal. Got a soft shot from the red line, but it works.
Rebecca Kane with the goal just 40 seconds into the first period tonight. And quickly, Skaneateles with a 2-on-1 shot on goal. They score! That is Scout Audemol dangling through defenders and putting it right through Howell. 2 goals in 9 seconds for Skaneateles, and it's a 2-0 lead.
Well, that is a hot start if we ever saw one. Skaneateles, 2 goals, 9 seconds, and Andrew Ferentz once said after an overtime goal, sometimes you just got to swing it in there.
2 goals in 9 seconds. That is one way to start the game off on the right foot for the Lakers tonight. Here come the Little Red up the ice. They're looking for a quick response. And Bella Pauldine will get it in deep. Back to get it is Mahoney, wrapping it around. Sent back down low through the skates of Mahoney. But the Lakers have time with Fassinger. Sent ahead. Chipped by an Ithaca defender. And here comes Audemol. She lost the handle on it. Emily Evans gets it in off the stick of Pauldine. Sent out of the zone. And played by Julia Quinn just off the bench. Little Red still with the puck. Tipped out and ahead. Pass intended for Leah Hensler is just out of her reach. Now Rachel Kane with it. Kane ahead. Now it's Paulus. Sophie Paulus sends it in behind the goal. Picked up there by Genevieve Morrow. Morrow thought about cycling it down low. Keeps the puck. Now sends it down low. Centering try. Deflects to the line. And it's sent back in by Olivia Cox around the goal. Cycled in for Julia Quinn. Back out to the line. Here's Kane with a shot on goal, and Howells makes her first save of the night.
Well, Skaneateles is doing exactly what they needed to do, which was be aggressive. And they're taking my advice for Ithaca, which was keep the puck in the offensive zone for longer. They're not giving Ithaca a chance right now. Their offense, their passing has been so expert thus far. Good on this Lakers team right now.
Quickly driving to the net. It's Rebecca Kane. Couldn't get a shot on goal that time. Molly Mahoney from the line. Sent one towards the net. Tori stopped it out in front. She takes the puck to the corner. Now here come the Lakers again. Shot towards the net. Is sent wide of the far post that time by Lizzie Satcher. Sent down low. Tori leaves it for Satcher. Satcher out to the line. Molly Mahoney with it. Mahoney fires a slap shot. That one deflects up in the air near Tori. Tori keeps the puck in. Now down low. It is Satcher out towards the point while her teammate defenseman Molly Mahoney gets a change. Now it's Kane backhand one towards the net. It's loose in front and trickles away from Skaneateles to the Little Red and defender Clea Crane. Crane chips it ahead for Jacobs. And Ithaca has a 3-on-3 here. The pass couldn't quite be handled. That's a steal. Here comes Marquardt in. Marquardt to the slot, trying to go through two defenders. And she keeps possession, but couldn't get a shot on goal that time. Lakers set up in the offensive zone. Less than 12 minutes into the first period. Lakers with a 2-0 lead. 2 goals in 9 seconds from Rebecca Kane and Scout Audemol have Skaneateles in front by 2 already. Evans tries to force the steal. She does. Here come the Lakers again with a shot to save. Rebound, they score! Emily Evans out in front. She roofs it on the rebound, and the Lakers keep the momentum rolling early. It's 3-0 Skaneateles.
Well, Ithaca is having a big problem of getting the puck out of the zone. Now that really speaks to the aggressiveness of this Skaneateles offense, where they're not lending Ithaca an edge at all.
It is Emily Evans with the goal. The assist to Adriana Barbudo. As here come the Lakers, a wraparound chance. It's loose at the side of the goal, and the Little Red have it. Lakers steal it away. Centering try, picked off by Conwell. Sent ahead for Maya Green, but kept in that time by Skaneateles. Now up in the air. At the line, kept in by Skaneateles, but not for long. Here comes Skylar Toffolo, pressured by Rachel Kane. And now it's Tess Crane with it behind the goal. Centering try out in front. Here's a shot. They score!
Whoa.
Lily Joseph with a snipe to the top corner. And Ithaca is on the board to make it a 3-1 game.
Maybe we're just in for one of those score fests that they're so much fun to watch. And already 4 goals in less than 5 minutes. And what a shot, too. Ithaca, they did what they needed. They got the puck down near the net, and they made Wells work to find the puck. Great movement.
First goal of the year for the Little Red. They whiff on the shot here. Here's a chance out in front. Still loose. Backhand shot blocked away by Mahoney. And sent around for Paulus. Backhanded out of the zone. And this one's on the tape of Genevieve Morrow. Morrow up the right side, looking for help. Cuts to the middle. Morrow takes the shot, sails it high over the goal. Morrow held her head up in the air, wanting that one back just to get it on goal that time. Almost a turnover behind the net as Lindsey Wan lost an edge. Little Red with it in the corner. Sent around by Pauline on the tape of Kinsley Jacobs. Jacobs chips it out, but right to the Lakers at center. And sent back in by Rebecca Kane, to the blue line at least. Now it's Mahoney. Dump an attempt blocked by the stick of Skylar Toffolo. Lakers with it though. Kane with a great pass in front. Backhand shot, they score! It's Lizzie Satcher. Her second goal of the year makes it 4-1 in favor of the Lakers. A little more than 5 minutes into the first period.
Well, what a move by Lizzie Satcher. She took the pass really well, and then that deke who's made it impossible to stop. Howell made a good play on that puck. It's just that sometimes you're outclassed. That was a fantastic move.
So for those of you keeping track, that is 5 goals in this game in 4 minutes and 38 seconds to start things off tonight. As the Lakers have 4 of those 5 goals and now a 4-1 lead. Rebecca Kane in the corner. Kane around the goal. Goes down. It looked like she slipped on the puck and not the stick of a Little Red player, and officials agree on that play. Here come the Little Red with Clea Crane, speeding through center. Tries to stop and start to deke through a Laker. She lost the puck, but it's kept in by Juju Crane. Lakers with it again. And here they come up the right wing side with Emily Evans. She scored the 3rd of 4 Skaneateles goals so far tonight. Evans in the corner. Around the net for Barbudo. To the line. Kept in that time by Marquardt. Marquardt puts it through the legs of Barbudo into the corner. Taken that time by Juju Crane. Stick of Audemol is lifted. She's got it again. Audemol out to the left circle with a shot and a save. Rebound still loose in front. Still under the pads of Howells. And it pops loose for Audemol, who takes a shot again. It's blocked. Rolling towards the net. Still loose. Another save. Rebound. They score. Another one for the Lakers and Emily Evans. And it's 5-1 Skaneateles.
Well, Shelby Howells was all over that play. She had a lot of trouble just holding on to the puck. But when you're playing against a powerful offense like that, where they know how to jam their sticks into the right spot to force the puck into freedom, that's going to be tough.
Second goal of the night for Emily Evans. 5-1 Lakers. Almost 7 minutes into this game tonight. At this rate, Jesse, we're getting about a goal a minute in this one tonight. Pretty incredible pace offensively so far tonight when you look at the scoreboard.
A goal per minute is pretty high scoring, I would think. In an NHL game, that'd be something like 33-27 finish.
Yeah, and there's a reason we don't see that a lot all over when it comes to hockey. A long slap shot from Kane is stopped by Howells, and she covers up in the crease. That was a rocket from Rachel Kane, and Howells was there with an answer.
Well, you didn't see it a whole lot on that play just because there wasn't an opportunity for it, but something Ithaca has been really good with is putting people in front of the net to block shots to the goaltender. Now, maybe that could be a hindrance to vision, but they blocked well.
Shot towards the net. Stopped in the crease. Now centering try into the slot, picked off by the Little Red. And it's Clea Crane cycling it down low. Chipped ahead, but kept in by Mahoney with her skate. And it's Clea Crane again, just getting it out. And Leala Cryer up the left wing side. Cryer trying to speed around Mahoney. She's in the corner, defended by two Lakers. It pops loose, and Mahoney sends it ahead. Here comes Skaneateles. Cross-ice feed is behind the skates of Genevieve Morrow. Morrow straight ahead. Pass a little off target that time. Little Red with the puck as Skaneateles makes a change. Marquardt at center. Gives it away, and Leala Cryer sends it in from the blue line, and she'll get a change to finish the Ithaca full line change. Centering pass taken away by the Little Red. Sent in the corner, Lindsey Wan. Battle for it commences in the left side corner. Taken that time by Lizzie Satcher. Satcher takes a lap around the official, and now a stretch pass is right on the tape. Here comes Rebecca Kane trying to deke through one defender. Lost it to the other, gets it right back. Centering try. Shot just whiffed on by Campbell Torrey. That pass was right in her skates, and she couldn't quite get a shot off that time. Satcher couldn't handle the pass of the boards. Little Red with it. And now it's Torrey again. Torrey chasing after it. From just behind the red line, she dumps it in. No icing is the call from the officials. Just about 6 minutes now left in this first period. Skaneateles with a 5-1 lead on the Ithaca Little Red tonight. Home opener for the Lakers, season opener for Ithaca. Kept in that time, and a collision forces a turnover by the Lakers. Here come the Little Red down the right wing side is Lily Joseph. Joseph tries to pick the corner again, and from a sharp angle, she sends it wide. Puck pops up in the air. Lakers with it. Outamole had it poked away from her, and the Little Red clear it down the ice from behind the red line. So the icing is the call from the officials with 5:28 to play in the first period.
Well, Bella Paulding's defense for Ithaca has been impressive thus far, as with Clea Crane as you saw with that last play. But Campbell Torrey on the other side is pulling her fair share on defense, getting tons of steals and blocking passing lanes.
Mahoney across for Rachel Kane, and she'll send it in. That's after the Lakers won the face-off once again. Sent around town this time for Leah Hensler. Hensler back down low. Julia Blakesley banks it around the net for Juju Crane. It's off her stick. Evans keeps it in. Little Red with possession again. Sent to the line, kept in by Mahoney. Thrown towards the net. Stopped that time by Barbudo. She tried to stick handle by a Little Red defender, but couldn't get a shot away. Outamole in the corner. Spins away from a defender. Outamole trying to stave off the defender. Spins away from Blakesley again. Sends it down low. Here's Barbudo. Barbudo cycles it down low to the left side corner. Evans again for Outamole. Good offensive zone time for the Lakers. Here they come. Outamole with a shot off the post. Great possession time by Skaneateles. Sort of lulled Ithaca to sleep, and Automol almost scored another one. Here come the Lakers again. Nice move at center by Kane. Out in front with a shot and a save by Howells. Rachel Kane with again. Cycles it down low. It's off the skate of an official, but corralled by Genevieve Morrow. Morrow in the corner, spinning away for defender. Now to the line. Passenger. Pass across, partially whiffed on, and a Little Red set it down the ice. Rolling is a deflection, according to the official, so no icing is the call. Kinsley Jacobs wins the race. Centering try, deflects on goal. Save well, still loose. The rebound is there, and it's sent around the goal by Morrow, and out of harm's way for now. Rachel Kane around the net, past Morrow. Kept in for just a moment. And here it is for Leala Cryer, throwing one towards the net. That is wide of the far post. Passenger for Rachel Kane, turned it over. Little Red centering try, still loose in front. Wills tried to cover it up, and it almost went in. Back out at center. Lily Joseph chips it in, and now it's slapped down the ice just on goal and sticked away by Howells with 3 minutes now to play in the first period. Lakers with the 3-1 advantage. Rebecca Kane keeps it in. Centering try out in front. Satcher with a shot off the post. And the rebound sent out to the line, but not out. Another great passing play by the Lakers that time, and Satcher almost had her second of the night. Cycle game is on again, but it's turned over to the Little Red, and speeding away is Blakesley. Blakesley past Cox. Blakesley to the right side corner. Centering try. Stays behind the goal. And heads around the boards as it's chipped out for Tori. And the pass goes off her to her teammate Olivia Cox. Chipped away by the Little Red. And here come the Lakers again. And Lily Marquardt. Marquardt with Evans. Drop pass to Evans, got tipped away. Evans in the corner with it. Evans centers out in front, deflects on goal, sticked away easily by Howells. As we approach 2 minutes to play in the first period. We had 6 goals in the first 6.5 minutes of this first period, and we've had some wide open play ever since then, and no goals on the scoreboard. So it looks like both teams have settled down to this point. Lakers still playing their game, still getting chances offensively, but it seems like both teams have settled in.
Well, that's definitely true. Ithaca, they're starting to play more calm hockey. They're getting a little more aggressive on offense. But Skaneateles hasn't let up.
After the block shot, here's Rachel Kane. Speeding through center, 2-on-2 go the Lakers. Kane leading the rush. Kane trying to knife through a couple defenders, gets a shot on goal, and that one goes wide. Tipped away, taken away. It's Paulus trying to throw one on net. She partially whiffed on the shot. Now it's Tess Crane. Out from in front of her own goal. Banks it ahead. Leala Cryer with it on her tape as we reach the final minute of play here in the first period. An eventful opening period here inside WG Allen Ice Arena. Genevieve Morrow down low to get it. Morrow centers out in front. Nobody home. Cox with it now. She takes the shot, and it's blocked wide of the nets. Sent around by Tess Crane. Back to the line by the Lakers. Passenger with a shot towards the net. Sticked away on a shot that was going wide regardless. Cleared out by the Little Red, and this one will go just wide of the Skaneateles net. Icing is the call with 27.6 seconds left in the period.
Well, we've heard Scout Automol's name all this period, as she has been one of the more aggressive players in the game, leading a lot of breakaways. But she's had her teammates pick up very nicely. Lizzie Thatcher especially, getting a lot of shots and opportunities herself, creating some too.
Shot towards the goal, deflects wide. Little Red go after 20 seconds to play here in the first period. And it's kept in by the Lakers. That line, as you mentioned, has been good all night. Evans, Automol, and Barbudos. 3 of the 5 goals have come from them tonight. Here's a shot towards the net, sticked away. Just off the netting, that's the ruling. It was close between the top of the glass and the netting. The officials rule it hit the netting with 6.1 seconds left to play here in the opening frame. Face-off win goes the Lakers' way. 3 seconds now, too. It's cleared out by Ithaca. And that'll do it for the first period of play here at the Skaneateles YMCA. Skaneateles with the 5-1 lead over the Ithaca Little Red. What did you see in that opening period?
Well, one thing that was a big problem for Ithaca is that whenever they got a fast break going, whenever they got a breakaway or 2-on-1 or 3-on-2 coming up, they quickly got swarmed by Skaneateles defenders. Now, that's a combination of Skaneateles' speed and a lack of planning on that Ithaca side, where they just need to set up those plays better. Even if it means they have to go a little bit slower, you set up an offense, you have a much higher chance of scoring than taking it in behind the net and getting trapped.
A whole lot of offense in that opening period, particularly from the Lakers. And we mentioned that one line that has 3 of their 5 goals. Emily Evans, Scout Audemul, and Adriana Barbudo. 2 assists for Barbudo tonight, 2 goals for Evans, and a goal for Audemul. We'll see how the next 30 minutes shape out in just a little bit. It's the Lakers with a 5-1 lead after 1 period of play. Back for the second period here at WG Allen Ice Arena. Skaneateles holds a 5-1 lead over Ithaca in the Lakers home opener. Tonight for the play-by-play of the second period, here's Jesse Cook.
Well, Eric, we saw a very eventful first period, especially at the beginning, but it slowed down. Slowed down going towards the end. Goal scoring really just stopped. How do you think that loss of momentum for Skaneateles is going to translate into this second period?
Well, I don't think it was necessarily a loss of momentum, but it was more about both teams settling into their game. We saw 6 goals in the first 6.5 minutes of the contest tonight. That's not something you'll see often, and when you do see something like that, maybe not to that extent with 6 goals in 6 minutes, when you see something like that with that many goals being scored early in the game, coaches are always telling their teams, hey, settle in here. Play your game, play good fundamental hockey, settle in, play some good defense and all that. And Skaneateles and Ithaca both settled in, got their chances, played some pretty even hockey in the last 8 or 9 minutes of that second period. And that's why we didn't get any goals after that spree of 6 goals in about 6.5 minutes to start the game tonight.
Well, now that we're settled in, maybe we'll see a growth in confidence, especially for this Ithaca defense who has faced an incredibly tough Lakers offense. Little Red looking for a big rebound in the latter 30 minutes. Puck drop is there and we're underway. So starting off with the puck now is Skaneateles. First shot blocked away off the stick of Rebecca Kane. Now taking it the other way. That's Ithaca off the back end. Kinsley Jacobs stopped near center ice, sends it onto the other side. Past the hash marks in the Skaneateles defensive zone. Turns around behind the net. Skaneateles having trouble getting rid of the puck. Now that's Lily Joseph, sends it out in front. Save! Isabel Wells on the dot rocket from Leah Hensler.
I really like the start to this period for the Little Red because they just found the open space in the offensive zone. That's why Leah Hensler just got open out in front. Skaneateles a little slow to start this period. Part of the reason why Hensler was left so wide open, but I really like the start more so from Ithaca.
Now taken back behind the net, that's Lily Marquardt. Her pass blocked out in front, and now Skaneateles has a lot of trouble getting the puck back into their possession. Ithaca will take it back near center ice on the near side boards. That's Lindsay Wang. The pass goes centered in. Picked up by Rachel Kane, and still Skaneateles can't get the puck free. Now Ithaca has it back near the hash mark, sent in into the near corner behind the net, sent back out. Lindsay Wang will pick it up, and it just skates past her. So Ithaca has to backtrack a little bit and face some heavy pressure going the other way. Now Skaneateles takes it on the near side boards. It's a little tough to see from our angle, but Skaneateles making moves now on offense. They've finally gotten it going. Ithaca taking it back behind the net. Pass in front of the goal is incomplete. The Lakers can't keep it in the offensive zone, however, so it goes the other way, and they'll have to reset from their own side with heavy pressure coming from this Ithaca team.
Very good start to this period for the Little Red. They're getting more zone time, more chances than we saw for the most part in that first period. Lakers a little bit slow out of the gates. Sometimes you could do that with a 5-1 lead after one period or just a big lead in general. Lakers looks like, though, may get their legs under them as the period goes on.
So Ithaca will take it back from their own zone after a fray in the middle of the ice. Off air, Eric and I were talking about how we expected a lot of neutral zone play before this game. That's what we've seen in the last couple of minutes. Now taking it to Scout Outermill. Pass out in front, taken back by the Lakers. Pass blocked, going back up ice near the blue line. Taken back by Little Red. And after a fray in center ice, it'll go back down into the Little Red defensive zone. Tess Crane will pick it up and take it behind the net. And they'll have to wait for the rest of their offense to get set. Grace Consul and Crane are facing a firestorm of Laker forwards. Now taking it behind the net, Skaneateles has it in key territory. Shot on net, goes wide. Picked back up, that's Genevieve Morrow. Morrow caught in the corner. She sends it underneath behind the net. Pass out front, incomplete. Picked back up by Olivia Cox. She'll send it in. That's Sophie Paulus, but it'll get beyond her stick. Skaneateles will maintain control of the puck. Morrow dumps it back in behind the net. Paulus faces heavy pressure, and Skaneateles, this is what did it for him in the first. Lots of offensive pressure, but that offensive pressure broken up, going the other way. Ithaca on the cross ice tip will get it back, but it goes right back. Lindsey Wang at the blue line, met swiftly, taken back in center ice on the near side. 11:20 remains in the second period of play. Now coming up on net shot, scores! Off the bar and in. That shot coming from Rachel Kane. What a shot, a rocket, glove side.
I really like the offensive game Rachel Kane has played tonight. A defenseman who has been activating offensively a ton tonight, and she has gotten a lot of chances. Finally gets a goal on a great shot, and that makes it a 6-1 lead for the Lakers.
6-1 with 11:19 left in the second period of play. Ithaca takes it out of the draw, sent back down ice, and Skaneateles will pick it back up. That's Lily Marquardt going behind the net. She stops, starts again. Lizzie Thatcher, pass up ice, tips off the stick of Rebecca Kane. So Lindsey Wang will try to reset for Ithaca, going the other way. But Skaneateles picks it up once again in the offensive zone. A triple team will take the puck back, but now it's stapled up against the boards on the far side. Wang sends it back out, and now they got something moving. Clea Crane. Skaneateles takes it right back in center ice off of the blue line. 10:40 remains in the second period. 6-1. Skaneateles leads. Now Clea Crane met again at center ice. She's having a lot of trouble as defender after defender is thrown at her. Now Skaneateles in the offensive zone, tipped away from Adriana Barbuto, who already has a pair of assists in this one. Now on the near side boards in the corner, Adamo shot, save! Went right to the center, and Shelby Howells dropped nicely to cover.
And there's that line again for the Lakers. Adamo, Evans, and Barbuto. They've been all over the place tonight, mostly in the offensive zone. They've been getting great chances. They've scored 3 times already tonight. They've been all over the place.
Adamo wins the draw for Skaneateles in the offensive zone. Shot from the point, blocked out in front by a teammate. Now picked back up by Bella Pauldine, but Skaneateles staples it away in the corner. Now wraparound opportunity, stopped in front by Howells. Rebound goes back to Skaneateles at the point on the far side. Stopped again. Lindsey Wang gets in front of it. 9:50 remains in the second period. Skaneateles is keeping it in the offensive zone. Finally, Ithaca will have some semblance of control with Lindsey Wang behind the net. A quick deke will free her up with a little bit of time, but Ithaca having a lot of trouble moving the puck out. Now back behind the net again. They haven't let Skaneateles get control of the puck in the last 30 seconds, but they haven't gotten it anywhere. Now Genevieve Morrow for the Lakers has it behind the net, pass out in front, shot blocked away. Shot again, no good on the second chance effort from Barbuto, picked up near the point by Adamo. She goes center ice, backhand shot, save with the pad. Howells, a sequence of saves, takes it back the other way. Now racing up, that's Juju Crane. Crane on the goal line, shot, no! She tried the backhander on the near side, but no good front door. Sent back in on net by Tess Crane. Ithaca trying to dump it in and get some offense going, but Skaneateles takes it right back on the near side board, sent down ice towards center, and in the neutral zone, Ithaca will take it back up again. Little Red taking it. And we've got offsides as substitutions are a little delayed. 8:47 left in the second period.
Yeah, Little Red caught in a change that time. Not everybody going off the ice was off the ice yet, so they were just offside that time. The game is pretty much evened up since the Skaneateles goal earlier in this period. It's been a solid period, I would say, for Ithaca. Certainly much better than the opening period. But the Lakers still overwhelming in the offensive zone.
In the corner, Skaneateles pass out in front, no good. Goes to the far side boards in the middle of the offensive zone. Ithaca will take it back, though. Kinsley's pass up ahead, tipped away. Lakers take it back. Pass down ice on the far side boards, goes past center, but Ithaca will recover. Finally back in on an Ithaca stick for good now. Lily Joseph sends it ahead for Kinsley, but off the stick. And Skaneateles steals it back, but Kinsley picks her pocket in the offensive zone. Now going back, Ithaca will take very little control. An errant pass goes right to Skaneateles. Kane drops it behind, and no good on the shot for her sister.
Almost a fantastic cane-to-cane connection that time.
Well, the drop pass was very handy. Now Ithaca going back the other way. Pass cut. And Ithaca will have an opportunity to reset, but that opportunity is short-lived. Going back the other way on net and covered in the butterfly. Campbell Torrey had a sneaky steal and almost pushed one through. 7:32 remains in the second period.
As the game has gone on, Shelby Howells has settled in between the pipes for the Little Red, and that play really shows it right there. It's just a little backhander towards the net from behind the goal line. Deflects off a skate, and she had great awareness to find it and cover it up before it could go. That play could go wrong for the Little Red.
Lindsey Wang dumps it in from the far side boards. Just a reminder that Ithaca is going left to right. They're in red. Skaneateles right to left. They're in white. Barbudo sends it cross ice. Almost had a fast break opportunity, but no luck as the pass took a little time to corral. Now 7 minutes remaining in this second period. Still 6-1. Lakers over Little Red from Skaneateles. Passenger's pass gets blocked away. Wang's pass stolen right out of the gate by Genevieve Morrow. Morrow and Wang go to the boards. Now on the far side boards, Ithaca still having trouble getting it out of the way. Skaneateles has it shot on net. Stick save and sends it to the boards. Howells, as we said, has settled in nicely. Now Adamil shot, blocker save. And again, Howells, she's really filled the pipes nicely these last few minutes. Now that's Tess Crane, no Clea Crane, but she got no help there as her team was changing. Pass on the far side boards. A little misdirection, but it will go Skaneateles' way. They got a 2-on-1, make that 3-on-1. Shot coming, scores! Upper right corner off the stick of Adriana Barbudo, 7-1. Skaneateles, Barbudo her first goal of the game. 6:07 remains in the second.
Fourth goal of the night for that line of Barbudo, Evans, and Audemol. Barbudo gets the goal on that play, her third point of the night. Just a great little play, and the Lakers made no mistake on the 2-on-1.
Now cross center ice out of the faceoff. Ithaca will take it back in their defensive zone, but they face a little disarray trying to get the pass past center. As it's taken in on the near side boards, Lily Joseph faced a tag team of Skaneateles defenders, and now once again a fast break opportunity for Skaneateles on the far side. Sticked away, good poke check from Juju Crane to break up the opportunity. 1-on-1 going the other way, no luck for the Little Red.
Genevieve Mora was driving into the goal. She was open at the net, but the only reason why that pass didn't get there was the fantastic play by Crane, not only to get the stick in the lane of Powless, but also to block the passing lane to Morrow in front of the goal.
Yeah, that was a great, fantastic defensive play. Now Ithaca on the near side boards in their defensive zone will take it out. Neutral zone, Frey. That is between Grace Consul and it looks like Marquardt. Now going the other way. Shot, pad save, and the rebound. That's in. That is yet another goal. This one for Alexis Passenger from the doorstep. A lot of confusion in front of the net led to that one.
That's going to be a goal for Rebecca Kane, actually. Her second goal of the night. 8-1 Skaneateles. Great pass in front of the goal, too, from Lizzie Satcher. It was an open look right out in front of the net for Satcher, but she made an even better play than shooting it. That was passed in across the ice to Kane.
The dump pass in on net almost turned into another goal, but a swift pad save from Howells kept it alive. Now center ice in the slot shot, no good off it as it went off the skate. It looks like Bella Pauldine. Now Skaneateles on the far side boards in their offensive zone, taking it towards the point. Now on the goal line behind the net. That's Adamil, but it's taken away by Pauldine. Bella Pauldine cross center ice. She fires it in on net, but no luck, and actually, beg your pardon, that was Tess Crane. Dumped back in by Consul. 4 minutes left in the second period. Skaneateles leads 8-1. Consul picks it back up, but she is double teamed, so it goes right back the other way. Now Paltini has it, going across the blue line, but she's met by 4 Skaneateles defenders. She makes her way through them, passes it back, but she was looking for Tess Crane, who was changing out. Miscommunication has been a key deterrent for this team. Now the other way, Ademiel in a 3-on-1 on a defensive error. Might have an opportunity, but taken right back by some swift defense from the Little Red, and they'll clear it down ice. And icing is not the worst play there after that firestorm. 3:27 left in the second.
Yeah, that's the right play for sure. When you're getting that many chances in your own zone against you, and at this level, when unlike the professional levels where icing does not result in a change, icing's a great play at this level just to get a change.
Now from the slot in front of the net, out of the draw, covered up again by Howells. And she faced, I think, 4 shots in one play down on the other side in the crease, and she has stayed strong despite tons of pressure being thrown her way. Now we'll get set to the second draw after that 3-second play. Now taking it the other way, that's Julia Blakesley, but her pass is cut on the boards behind the net. Picked up by Genevieve Morrow. Morrow dumps it back in for Barbudo. Barbudo, her pass goes nowhere, taken back by the Little Red. Ademiel on the far side boards in the corner, going behind the net, and she's looking for someone in the slot. She might just take it herself from the slot. Shot, pad save, kicked it away. However, Skaneateles will hold on to it now at the point. Skaneateles still has it. Ademiel trips over the puck. That's Morrow, I beg your pardon. She sends it wide of the net, but the Lakers will once again get the rebound. Now Barbudo behind the net, met by Blakesley. Blakesley providing close defense. She knocks it away. Ithaca will finally get a start. 2:30 remaining in the second period. Morrow almost stole it back behind the net, but no luck. Now off of a change, Lakers shoot it in, no good. So Ithaca will have to get some momentum on this play, but that pass goes wide. Marquardt picks it off. Here we go, the Little Red. Pass cut from their own zone on the near side boards. Powless drops it back. Morrow shot from the near side, no good. Save in front, looked like it might have been tipped by a blocker. Now pass goes wide across center ice and into the defensive zone for Skaneateles. 2 minutes left in the second period. Skating back up the center of the ice. Pass for Powless. Powless sends it across. Skated away in front. And that deterrent made Shelby Howell's job both easier and a little bit harder.
That is great vision that time from the Lakers. A fantastic pass ahead for Julia Quinn, who was looking behind an Ithaca defenseman. She got in there, got a puck on net, and it almost found the back of the net.
Genevieve Morrow tips it away back to Palace. Palace on the far side boards, shot close, no cigar. Ithaca still can't clear, kept it at the blue line, finally knocked away. Julia Kinsley has played very aggressive defense, tried to turn it into offense thus far. 90 seconds left in this second period, 8-1 Skaneateles. If you're just tuning in, thank you for joining us on CNY Streams. I'm Jesse Cook alongside Eric Moon. Pass goes center for Ithaca. They're going left to right, and a little miscommunication, an unexpected errant pass almost turned into an offensive opportunity for Skaneateles, but there was a delayed offside, so they couldn't touch it. Now on the far side boards, that's being taken in by Lizzie Thatcher. Her pass across ice, knocked away. On the near side boards, that's Rachel Kane, and she scores! Rebecca Kane, that's the hat trick! Rebecca Kane, the hat trick goes barred down from the near side. 1:02 left in the second period of play. Make that 9-1 Skaneateles.
Simply a great night for Rebecca Kane. She has been fantastic all night. Certainly a point night now for the Lakers with 9 goals here in a little less than 2 periods. And Kane has her second, third, and fourth goals on the year tonight.
And the breakaway, no luck for Crane going the other way. We almost had Kane, then Crane in a matter of 10 seconds. Ithaca has it on the far side boards in their offensive zone, but they're facing a lot of disruption. Now in the slot with defenders in her face. No luck. That pass goes across for Maya Green, but she can't pick it up. 30 seconds remain in the second period of play. Cross-ice pass across the center of the ice. No good for Rebecca Kane. Looking for her 4th goal, possibly. 20 seconds left behind the net. Sent around. That's picked up by Campbell Torrey. Tori in trouble. She dishes it away. Now to the point. Picked up by Rachel Kane. She backhands it in. No luck. 10 seconds left in the period. 9-1. Skaneateles leads Ithaca. Pass towards center ice. Picked up by Grace Consul. 3 seconds, 2. And that'll just about do it for the second period of play. So through 30 minutes, it's 9-1. Skaneateles over Ithaca. Eric, any last second thoughts before we head to the second intermission?
Well, you know, Ithaca started off this period pretty well, played with some good energy, played some good fundamental hockey, but with a short bench, from the looks of it, as the period went on, the Little Reds started to get a little tired, and that conditioning in their first game of the season tonight, it looked like the Lakers had a step on them pretty much the rest of that second period. That's why we saw 4 goals overall in that period, especially late in the middle frame for Skaneateles. That's why they're up by so much tonight.
Well, all forms of Skaneateles hockey, famously good, and we saw that during these last two periods, and we'll see some good hockey from both sides heading into the third, but we got a second intermission to wait it out. So thank you for joining us on CNY Streams. Keep listening, keep watching. I'm Jesse Cook with Eric Moon. 9-1's your score heading to the third.
Welcome back inside WG Allen Ice Arena in Skaneateles, New York. Eric Moon and the Bostonian Jesse Cook, big fan of Sweet Caroline, here in Skaneateles tonight. 9-1 game in favor of the Lakers. Result is pretty much in hand at this point with still 15 minutes to play. If you're Ithaca and Skaneateles, what's your focus for these final 15 minutes?
Well, as you said, I'm from Boston, and we've got the Bruins with the perfection line. Skaneateles has done a lot of great work with their first line, their perfection line. Their focus, get the other players involved, get them some reps, because it's not a long season, but you still want them to get better. Ithaca going the other way, just try to end on a good note. Try to get that offense back up to that. They've got the energy, just get the goals with it.
Yeah, another goal for Ithaca would certainly be huge for their momentum going into this week of practice and into the next game coming up on Tuesday night of next week when they head out to Clinton to take on the Warriors. Just about set to go here in Skaneateles for the final period of play tonight. Little Red and Lakers doing battle for 15 more minutes. Lily Joseph for Ithaca and Campbell Torrey for Skaneateles. Both at center ice. 15 minutes on the clock. Officials giving instructions to a couple winners, and we're off and running in the third period of play. Pass through the legs of Rachel Kane. Almost a turnover to Ithaca. But the Lakers have it with Campbell Torrey. Lost the handle on a poke check, but still has it on the near side boards. Sent around town, and now it's Marquardt. Breakout pass for Lizzie Satcher. Chipped ahead, bounces over the stick of Torrey, and Ithaca sends it in. It's Lily Joseph with it. Joseph, nice play there by Marquardt to steal it away. Sends it ahead for Rebecca Kane, but she couldn't hold on to it. Lakers get a change. Now it's a breakaway chance. Lizzie Satcherson gets a shot on save made by Howells, and then Satcher goes down on a check against the boards by herself. She's up and running again. Emily Evans loses it behind the goal, and it's Tess Crane with it. Spinning away from a Laker defender, now with it again. Chipped ahead and taken away by Emily Evans at center before Tess Crane retrieves it again. Another poke check at center ice. Battle for it commences on both sides. No offside of the play. Here's a drive to the goal by Crane, and a save made by Isabella Wells. That's Clea Crane. That time for Ithaca. Shot from Tess Crane at the line, tips up into the air, and goes wide of the net. The Owla Crier around the goal. Sent to the line, tipped to Conwell. And now it's Skylar Toffolo. Drops it off to the line for Tess Crane. Toffolo again. Centering try, taken away by the Lakers. Conwell keeps it in for Toffolo. Toffolo into the corner now. Defended by two Lakers. Battle for it behind the goal. Now a shot right on from a sharp angle denied by Wells. She couldn't hold on to it initially and then covers it up in the crease with 13:09 to play in the third period. Just underway in the final frame. Skaneateles ahead 9-1.
Something I mentioned earlier back in the first period is that Ithaca has a good way of blocking the net. Usually that's on defense. They get their goaltender for some protection, but they've done a great job of obstructing the vision of Isabella Wells in this third period and throughout the game.
Skaneateles, though, has done a nice job protecting the house, the area between the slot and the goal so far tonight. Here's a breakaway chance, a partial break for Genevieve Morrow, and Morrow loses it on the nice defensive play from Clea Crane. That time, that was actually Julia Blakesley. No penalty called, even though she got a stick in on the hands of Morrow.
No penalties all game.
Little Red ahead. And here's a centering try for Paul Dean, just out of the reach of her teammate. Here's Julia Quinn up the right wing side, 3-on-2 for the Lakers. Takes the shot. That deflects wide of the goal. Baines off the boards. And a one-on-one battle in the corner. A couple of Lakers there to help Morrow, and it pops loose for Quinn. Now Morrow again. Loses it to Jutu Crane. Couldn't send it around the goal. It's at the side of the net. Howells didn't cover it. Lakers with it. The pass out to the line. Picked off by the Little Red. And here comes Lindsey Wan. The dump and attempt pops up in the air and rolls just wide of the net. Juan to get it as Ithaca completes a partial change. Mahoney tried to steal it away. Juan throws it towards the net. It is off the side of the goal. Lakers with it again. Rebecca Kane with a hat trick tonight, including the last 2 goals in this game for the Lakers coming late in the second period. Now Grace Conwell. Up the left wing side, the defenseman leading the rush. Centering try, deflected off the side of the goal. Lily Joseph with the interception. Joseph around the net, looking for a teammate in front. It's Conwell who couldn't hold on to the pass. It comes out, Lakers with it. And here comes Skaneateles again. The dump in from Satcher is successful on the second try. Rebecca Kane to go after it. She has the puck spinning away from defenders. Centering try in front. It is Tori chipping it to the line for Marquardt. Now Tori again in the corner. Spins away from pressure from Tess Crane. Now in the cycle, it's Lizzie Satcher. Cycling again to Tori behind the goal. Lakers slow it down in the offensive zone. Good puck possession here by this line of Satcher, Kane, and Tori. Kane, centering try, pops to the line. Fassinger goes down on a check. And here come the Little Red with Lily Joseph at the end of her shift. Joseph speeding through center, takes the shot. That one goes wide. Karen's back in front and is deflected away by Wells. Now a shot thrown towards the net. Goes wide of the far post. Lily Joseph with it now. Back out at the line, kept in by the Little Red. 10:15 to play, third period. 9-1 Lakers. No goals so far here in the third period of play. Eric Moon and Jesse Cook here with you tonight on CNY Stream and the Skaneateles YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Centering try out in front, deflects away as there's a collision in the slot. Everybody's up and rolling again. Sent around the net by the Lakers. Barbudo chips it just out to center ice. A little more than 5 minutes now into the third period. Jesse, what have you seen so far in this final frame?
Well, thus far, I've noticed a lot of more active work from Isabel Wells in net than Shelby Howells. Now, they've got 2 different goaltending styles, but you'll see as the puck goes side to side, Wells is more active. She's swifter in her motion to get from post to post, while Howells, her approach has been more looking over her shoulder and playing kind of near the post, but that approach has cost her some goals on some near side shots. Wells, not so much. She's been more active. She's gotten down into her stance faster. That might be a major piece of this Skaneateles lead.
The stoppage came on an Ithaca offside. Play continues in the neutral zone. Little Red pick it up. And the pass across the ice is just off the off target to Tess Crane. Crane whiffs on the breakout pass initially. They'll try the other side. That pass is out of the reach of Mahoney all the way down the ice. No icing on the play. The race is on. And Rachel Kane gets there first. Goes down collision from her knees. Sends it around. Where it's picked up by Juan for only just a second. Now a centering try at the side of the goal. Still loose there, and Wells covers up as Ithaca was trying to get on the board for the second time tonight.
Another example of what I was talking about. Wells got down into a semi-butterfly stance, and was swifter to the post. While Howells has been good on wraparound plays, we haven't seen that from her. We haven't seen that assertiveness thus far.
Good angle from Wells, too, in front of the goal, as she makes another good save down in the butterfly. Covering the post well on the play before, though, so that there was no room, not even an inch of room, for the Little Red to sneak a puck by her for the second goal of the night for Ithaca that they are looking for still here in the third period. 8:36 to play in this final frame of hockey tonight. Lakers get it out. And here comes Genevieve Morrow on the nice feed at center. Morrow with a shot right on. Save Howell, still loose in front. And it's cleared from the crease by the Little Red, but not out. Now a slap shot from Mahoney goes wide. And Morrow picks it up behind the goal. Morrow wanted Quinn out in front, but couldn't get a pass through. And now it's the Little Red with it. 2-on-2 the other way. Lily Joseph with Leah Hensler. Joseph weaving to the left wing side. Joseph in the corner now. Joseph on the stick handle moves. Just lost it. Now Kinsley Jacobs shot towards the goal, tips up in the air and wide. Rachel Kane. Nice dangle that time to maneuver away from a Little Red forward. Lakers with it again. Kept in that time by Blakesley. It is Mahoney. As she banks it off the boards and outs. And Skaneateles will complete its change. Blakesley sends it ahead. It's through the legs of a Little Red forward. And now it's Lizzie Satcher, defended by two players from Ithaca. Campbell Torrey there to help for the Lakers. And now Blakesley tries to get it out. Olivia Cox keeps it in, pinching in from the line. Campbell Torrey out at center. The Lakers will regroup. 7:10 now to go here in the third period in a 9-1 game. No goals here in the third period. Skaneateles scored 5 times in the opening period. Ithaca scored their lone goal in that first period as well. All 6 of those goals in the opening period came in the first 6 minutes and 38 seconds of the contest. And then the Lakers scored 4 more times in the second period. 2 of those from Rebecca Kane, who has the puck right now in a potential 2-on-1 with Lizzie Satcher. Stop and start move, and the pass to Satcher goes right through her legs. Olivia Cox forces the steal. Cox looking for help, takes it around the goal, centering try. It's Emily Evans. She just couldn't shoot. Now it's Satcher keeping it in, throwing it towards the net. Little Red with it again, and it's Tess Crane. With 6:20 to play in what has been a very fast-paced third period of play. Kept in by Scout Outamul. Outamul in the left side corner. Cycles it down low for Evans. And this is the game, Jesse, that certainly the Lakers would like to play for the final 6 minutes and have been playing for the most part here in the third period. Good puck possession in the offensive zone. Keep the clock moving and get to the end of this game with some good fundamental hockey and a win.
Well, on the other side, there is no quit in this Ithaca team. They've played every second, even though they're down by an insurmountable margin. Howells hasn't lost any heart in net. She's still making plays with great aggressiveness and energy.
Rachel Kane back to get it for the Lakers and sends it around for Outamul. Outamul couldn't get it, well, just barely got it out, but the Little Red get it back and go offside. Finally a whistle after a long stretch of play without a stoppage. 5:25 now left here in the third period.
A big plus for Skaneateles has been their ability to read passes in this game. Now, your passes are going to be easy to read. You're going to give them away. When it's your first game in over a year, that's going to happen. But Skaneateles has been on top of it. They've read the eyes of the Ithaca players, and they've done a great job of predicting, telegraphing where that pass is going to end up. They've cut numerous passes in this game. It seems like every shift there's at least 2 Ithaca passes that they cut.
No goals in the third period for the Lakers, but if you're Andy Rozak, you certainly like the way your team has played here in this final frame to keep the clock moving, get a couple chances, and keep the puck in the offensive zone. If you're Holly Norson for Ithaca, though, maybe not happy with the result, obviously. You're never happy when you're losing 9-1, but happy with the way your team is playing the third period. There's a good chance for the Lakers, and a nice save from Howells. And you can hear the Ithaca bench that time. A lot of skates meeting the boards on the bench, baiting the boards, cheering for Shelby Howell's save that time.
Well, this team has a lot of positive energy, and I think you sort of expect that this is going to happen in your first game back.
Breakaway for Kinsley Jacobs. Jacobs is in with a shot. Save well. She slid into the goal. She held on to the puck, slid into the goal, and the call is a goal for Ithaca. Kinsley Jacobs. No, the call is not a goal for Ithaca. I beg your pardon for the false alarm that time. From our angle, the point from the official looked like it was to center ice, but it was to the left face-off circle, as Wells makes another save on the rolling puck towards the net. That is a tough save to make, though, if you're Wells. When you're backing up that quickly, great speed from Kinsley Jacobs, and Wells just barely kept the puck from crossing the goal line with possession. In again is Conowell. Conowell with a shot, and that's just barely sticked away by Wells from the side of the goal. That shot was going wide regardless. 4 minutes to play here in the third period. Lizzie Satcher on the wraparound pass. Couldn't quite get it out. Joseph with the keep in. And now it's Mahoney back to get it.
The maneuverability of these Skaneateles players has been pretty remarkable. They've been stopping and starting and making these complicated turns to keep the puck alive, especially in their defensive end, that has kept the play alive, that has kept them out of danger.
Through center, it's Ithaca with Clea Crane. A shot on net is sticked away by Wells. Crane centering try again, goes to the line. Conwell keeps it in. Thrown wide of the goal and taken away by the Lakers. Here comes Scout Outamule with Emily Evans. Outamule up the left wing side. To the corner now. Outamule makes a move on the defender. And the Lakers get it out to the line. Shot sent wide of the goal. Barbuto with it. Barbuto looking for a teammate. Now it's Outamule. Lakers with playing the possession game once again with under 3 minutes to play until they lose at that time. But quickly gotten back by Cox, centering try as that shot towards the net was sticked away on a deflection attempt. Evans around the goal for Skaneateles. Back behind for Outamule. To the right side corner, Outamule to the line. It's Marquardt sending it around to the left wing circle. Outamule centers out in front. That's Outamule with the shot. Save made. That time by Howells with the blocker. To the happiness of the Ithaca bench for sure. Liking the way they're playing defensively here in the third period. Certainly their best period of the night. And they can take this momentum for sure into their next game coming up next Tuesday.
Definitely a lot of positives in these final few minutes, especially in the goaltending aspect. Howells, she stopped a lot of tough shots, made some tough plays where she has to maneuver all around the crease, get around, and she's done it.
Under 2 minutes to play now as Howells gets it in deep. Juju Crane, pass picked off by Powless again. Out to the line, taken away by Leah Hensler. 2-on-2 go the Little Red. Pass cross ice out of the reach of Maya Green. Taken away by Rachel Kane, the defenseman jumping up into the play and dumping it in from center ice. Alice on the forward check. She takes the puck away, centering try. Nobody home. Here come the Little Red again, 3-on-2. Pass just off target. Lakers get it out at center ice. Powless, dump in, attempt partially whiffed on. Little Red get it in their own zone and try to mount an attack up the ice. Down to 1 minute left here in the third period of play. Result well in hand at this point, 9-1 Skaneateles leads Ithaca. But both teams looking to finish out this one strong tonight to take some momentum to their contest next week. Lizzie Satcher out to the line, Rachel King. Cross ice on the tape. Fassinger down low, quick touch pass. Couldn't be corralled by Tori. And now here come the Little Red going after it. It is Clea Crane, couldn't quite get the puck. Sent back in though by Jacobson. Crane has it again, centering try, blocked down, and she went down on a check by Rachel Kane, whether intentional or not, as she was down on the ice. As we have 15 seconds to play now. That pops up in the air and just off the netting for a stoppage with 11.7 seconds left.
If you're wondering about our peculiar reaction to that check, if you're listening over the air, over the radio, she dropped down to a knee, and then the Ithaca player just tumbled right over her. I don't think it was intentional, but that was interesting to watch.
A late reaction to a 2-on-1 that time. 5 seconds left, third period. Little Red clear to center, and that will do it tonight from WG Allen Ice Arena. Lakers with the 9-1 victory as Frank Sinatra blares over the loudspeakers, signaling a Skaneateles win tonight. 9-1 the final, all 9 goals for the Lakers scored in the first 2 periods tonight. Jesse, your final thoughts on this one?
Well, it just comes down to the fact that Ithaca has not been here in over a year. Skaneateles, they were smoother, they were quicker, and their offense is more put together. But again, that's all a product of the fact that they've been here, they've been playing for just a few days longer than this team. They're not used to the ice yet, but they'll get used to it. They will Skaneateles, a few more games left in the season. Ithaca, only one more planned, but they'll probably boost that schedule a little bit as we go forward.
There's certainly a chance in this COVID world for schedules to be updated for sure all around the area. Next up for Ithaca, they will take on Clinton on the road next Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. As for the Lakers, and you'll hear it right here on CNY Stream and the Skaneateles YouTube channel, they'll take on Oswego on Monday night at 6:30 p.m. So once again, for Jesse Cook, I'm Eric Moon. Thank you so much for joining us tonight here on the Skaneateles YouTube channel and CNY Stream. We cannot wait for all of you to be back here inside WGL and Ice Arena, and we hope you all stay safe. Have a great night.